Hello everyone. My name is Adlife Muhamba from Hadidi Coach International, and it's so exciting that I'm making this video. I think it's the first one for 2023. I know I have not been posting videos lately, is because I wanted to just get certain things in a particular way before I start sharing you some information, right? And okay, let's get straight to what we want to talk about today. I am a career coach and a business coach, and I have coached thousands of individuals to tell their story better and to attract better opportunities, whether in business or in career. But today we want to talk about careers, and we would want to talk about how you can show value to your next employer. All right, or how can you show value even to your current employer, man? It's not just to your next employer. All right, I have coached, like I said, thousands of individuals, and one thing that I've found that a lot of them struggle with is showing their value, properly articulating their story so that they can convince the next person that they are the best person in the room, or they are the best person for the job. It's very, very difficult to a lot of people, and some of it is caused just by lack of confidence. Some of it is just caused by maybe they're just introverted, and some they really don't know how to do it. So it's really diverse. So during my career coaching session, I coach about all those things, even confidence building, public speaking, and a lot of things, right? But today I don't want to talk about those in particular. I just want to talk about in general aspect, how can you show value? How can you show or convince the next person or the recruiter that I'm the best person for the job in a pool of thousands of candidates? Remember, we are vying for a very few posts as individual, right? Because I think there's inflation, companies are closing, economies, they are just not performing as what the economists predicted during those GDP reporting and stuff. Okay, let me just go just to financial. All right, so number one, how can you do it? You need to plan. All right, you should be able to take an inventory of what you're doing every day in your job, right? So that you know what you have done and be able to document. What am I saying? If you are just running a project or you are running a campaign, you should be able to know what was my role in that campaign. I know that a campaign has got a lot of people that are involved in it, from finance to marketing to administration, etc. But you should be able to know what was my role. What exactly were we tasked to do? And what exactly was my input? And after I gave my input, what was the result or impact? All right. If you do that now, you actually now know how can you write down in terms of what you've achieved. All right. So it is very, very important. Take an inventory, because we don't want that 5 years later you asked how much budgets were you managing, and obviously maybe you've forgotten. But what is the best way of doing it is documenting it as and when it happens. Do not wait for a performance appraisal, all right, for you to be able to actually show the employer or the manager or supervisor that you have done this. Why? Because you would have forgotten a lot of things. But if we ask you, can you just show us where you actually highlighted some form of innovation or creativity and stuff, maybe you've done that number of times, but you've just forgotten. So how do you do it? Document it every day, or every time and again where you see that there's this situation that you have done which was actually pretty cool and worth recording. Do it. Don't wait. All right, some maybe they will be laid off after 5-10 years on the same job, but if we ask, they will come and ask me, Hadlife, can you help me write a CV? If I ask them, okay, what have you achieved there, or what impact have you made where you have been, they've forgotten. Why? Because some of those things, they happened 10 years ago. All right, Google They developed what they call the XYZ formula of writing a resume bullet. And what does it mean? X stands for what did you do, Y stands for how did you do it, and Z stands for impact. A lot of people will just say achieved 20% profits or sales. It's not complete. All right. How did you achieve those sales? Did you do it alone or as a team? Are you talking about metrics of a company department and you're actually acknowledging them to you as an individual? Is it a yes? Is it a no? So there are a lot of aspects that I can talk about in terms of how we're supposed to articulate it. But another thing that I want just to stress out or to point out is that if you've got, certain qualifications, or let me just milestones, like maybe certain qualifications or certain, fellowship programs or certain, achievements that you think that are very consistent to the type of job that is being applied for, you should be able to talk about them. What am I saying? Maybe you've got an MBA and there's an added advantage on the job that you're applying for. Do not shy away from bragging about it, whether in the interview or whether during writing a resume. Why? Because it will give you an edge. That's what we'll be looking for. Value, edge. All right. So that's normally how you should be able to tell your story to attract better opportunities. Okay. So during my career coaching sessions, I teach, like I said, a lot of these things and how you can actually do it. All right. But what is important is take inventory of what you're doing every day for you to be able to actually keep track of the value that you've brought to where you're working. And you can be able to talk about those things during your next interview or, during your next, whatever that you call it, that will actually give you the next opportunity. All right. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, God bless you.